What up, guys? Coach Jimmy with Tech Talk. Today, I have my man, Bam Bam, and my baby girl, Taylor. Did you see the look she gave me because I called her baby girl?
He has never called me that in 4 years.
We're starting now.
Okay.
It's a new era. Guys, let us know if the stream is working. We just brought everything back upstairs Monday. So if there's anything wrong with it, if it's choppy or whatever, I moved the way we were connecting it to the internet, so it may have changed it a little. I don't know. But it may not. Let us know if the music's too loud, please, because if the music's too loud, it defeats the purpose of us having a podcast going. So, bam. We had the Strange Matter Invitational this weekend, and Davion won the 140 and under, which is funny because he was the lightest one in the division. Who won the 110 pound division? Do you remember? Taylor?
Eli Kiker.
Eli Kiker. Eli won from 10th Planet Orange Park.
Yes.
Awesome. And then the 70 pound division, do you guys remember who won that?
The 70 pounders were
It was the two brothers in the final.
Oh yeah, the older brother.
Mason
Yeah.
Lemon.
Yeah, and we mispronounced his name because Wade was telling me that it's called the Lehman Brothers, but he corrected me at the end of the thing. It is actually Lemon. And they have a Instagram account called the Lemon Brothers. So you guys go check those kids out. They're doing phenomenal things. They train under Calum Callista out of Hinesville, and those kids are phenomenal. Anyway, and then we threw together a last minute bracket because we just realized that those kids were way too small to be in the 70 pound division. So we threw together a 45 pound bracket, and it's not Kaysen.
Yeah, Kaysen.
His name is Kaysen. Okay.
Yep.
It's Wyatt Montgomery's student, and is his nephew, I think. I'm not exactly sure. He stays with Wyatt a lot and trains at Force MMA. And that little kid showed out. That was my favorite division.
Yeah, those little kids were super technical. I didn't expect it, but they were legit. Like little Ollie, he was going for that guillotine a couple of times.
Yeah, it was awesome watching the kids play that. It was so cool for me to see. It was so cool for me to see the kids in the high level jiu-jitsu that they were showing and stuff. Like I've seen adults in adult tournaments that it wasn't as technical as those kids were being.
Yeah.
It was very surprising. We've done this. This was our third one. We're going to build these kids up so that they're ready for these bigger tournaments for sure. What was your most favorite part about this weekend?
I have no idea. There's a lot going on in these tournaments. I really don't. It's hard to pick out one spot because I'm running the brackets, trying to coach our kids. Like, I couldn't tell you.
What about you, Taylor?
I don't know. It's hard because I was holding the camera and I'm trying not to get excited while I'm watching these kids grapple, but it's so hard. And you're sitting there and you're watching everything that happens, and to not tell them, hey, do this. Like, oh man, it's so difficult. But I don't know. I really enjoyed our teens division, the 140 and under, because I felt like those kids, teenagers, showcased so much skill. And we saw a lot of the kids, like Will, he's been working on leg locks, and in that tournament, he lost in overtime, but he was attempting those leg locks at every turn, and he got so many entries and he would get so close. But it was so awesome to see like what they had been working on and to see it start paying off and be a part of their game.
Yeah, I could tell that he wasn't. Like he wasn't focused in on the like passing the top game. He had focused on legs, and we told him like no heel hooks. I think he would have won the division if we would have allowed heel hooks.
Oh, no doubt.
I agree. Taking that away from him, he felt like it was only straight ankles after that, and I believe that's not something he's comfortable with.
Right, because he didn't even attempt a toe hold, which I believe he could have gotten.
There's a few times he could have.
And he almost had a beautiful calf slicer set up. It was the one that you taught. It was beautiful. It was just so cool to see how much these kids have grown. And even Davion, like, I was amazed at the switch that he has. And Jimmy and I had talked about it because that's not something I have. Like, I can't just be happy-go-lucky and then slap bump and now I'm going to kill you. I can't do that, but you could see it because we went back and was watching the video. You could see his face. As soon as Chase said, let's go, you could see him like just switch into a different competitor. And it was just so cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Here's the thing for me though, I was stressed to the gills. Like I legit was trying to. Here's what happened. So I wanted a chance to explain that anyway. So Bam had made out all the brackets. Bam is our bracket guy. Like he is really, really good at making that fair and like getting it done. And he gets it done in a short amount of time. But he decided, he come to me and was like, I'm going to run all the first round of each weight division first. And when he decided that, we had already had all of our music and all of our pictures and everything in order by weight class. So as if we were going to run all of the 50 pounders or 45 pounders, and then all of the 70 pounders, and then all of the 110 pounders, and then all the 140. And we had the music in order by those kids. So they were only like for the 45 pounders, there's only 3 in there. So those 3 were very easy to interchange and make the pictures. Well, then there were 6. 5.
There's 5 and the other 3.
Yeah, there was 5 and other 3. But those 5 were, these 5 were in order, then these 5 were in order, and then these 5 were in order. And they trickled down. And then I had all this information on my notebook where I was supposed to talk about them and hype them up. But it got confusing because we were running the first round, so I was having to skip 5, find the 5. Then I'd have to find them on the paper. And then I was trying to figure out who won because the ref wasn't mocked up and they weren't saying his name. So I didn't know who was going to the next bracket. I didn't know what the kids were behind me, standing behind them. And I'm like, hey, what is your name? And the kids are just staring at me. I'm like, what's your name? Hey, what is your name? Hey, because I don't know these kids personally yet. And having that there and like having them there and nobody to like communicate to me what's going on from, up front to the back and then having them walk out. I didn't know whose picture I was supposed to be bringing up, whose music I was supposed to bring up, who their opponent was. I didn't have any information, but I had 6 pieces of paper in front of me with all that information on it. Then I had every kid's picture in the queue, and I had to drag them to see who they're facing, plus play their music. And I was overwhelmed. I didn't even get to watch the tournament. I literally had to go back and watch the whole 3.5 hour tournament from the stream to catch up, to even find out who won, who lost, why they lost, to see how well our kids did. I didn't even know who won. I didn't know Davion won the whole thing until we were interviewing him at the end. Like, no clue what happened. And then Wade had his kid, and his kid was just like climbing all over us like we were a playground while we're trying to do all that stuff. And he was like, next time I'm gonna hire a babysitter, or, you know, it was so fun, but at the same time I was stressed and like super overwhelmed. And like, you were the camera person, and then you were the bracket guy and trying to coach. So it was a lot on our team, but it was fun. Like, I'm ready to do another one. We're actually going to do another one. What did we decide?
August.
So in August, we're going to run it back. Here's what I want to do. I want to take, since the majority of our kids that compete are in the same weight class, they were all in that 110 and under weight class. I want to reach out to Storm and see if they want to do like a quintet, like 4 of our guys from that weight class and 4 of their guys from that weight class, and just run it with those top rules. Do you know how those rules work?
I don't. I have seen one where like the first 2 guys go out and like winner stays out. And when one team's lost all 4 guys and it's over. Is that how you're talking? Or matching up for like this kid against that kid and 2 different kids?
No. So basically, from my understanding, is you take, you got 4 and 4,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the team gets to decide who goes first.
Right.
And that one person, if they win, they stay in. If they beat all 4 of them, the other 3 never go.
Right.
But if this one beats this one and this one beats this one, the next one in line comes, and it goes down to last man standing.
And that's the way I've seen it, but I didn't know if that's what you were talking about.
That's exactly what I want to do.
'Cause I remember there was one, it was a big deal. It was a couple years ago, I think it was before COVID hit, where
the other teammates didn't even get a chance to go.
No, it was the opposite. Like, the first guy ran through like 3 of the other team, and then it came down to like the last dude on the other team, and he got all 4 of the other team. So like the first dude beat 3 on the other team, and then the last guy standing on the other team cleaned them out, like beat the other 4.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal, like the huge comeback. Like he ran 4 off in a row like that.
Yeah, and then there was one where the guy never left. He just beat all 4 of the other team, and his team never even got like none of the other guys got to go. Yeah, so like a 4-man teams with a max weight limit. That's the best way to say it. And you decide who goes first.
Yep.
Like each team gets to say who wants to go first or whatever, and you send them out. And then if they lose, you send out your next guy. But if you start out and the first person loses, that means that one person from your team now has to beat 2 people to catch up.
Right.
So like it's fun, and it gives like it gives a whole new, like, it's this team versus this team, not to be like pit teams against each other. It's just fun. It gives the kids another way to not be stressed and to support their team and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like I already got, I ain't gonna go through the details on here, everyone would know, but I already got the 4-man team in my head and who I would send out first. Like, I already got it in my head.
Yeah, and I probably would agree with exactly the ones. And do you have anybody?
Oh, yeah, I definitely have some ideas. I was just sitting over here thinking, because, you know, I'm the details person, but I'm like, okay, the way that we do it now is these kids compete for a scholarship because we can't pay kids. So then it's like, do we split the scholarship by 4 and each kid gets a fourth of it? And then I was like, well, are we going to do other divisions, or are we just going to do one?
Well, so it's the cool thing is like the money goes to the school.
Right.
Like whatever school it is, the money goes there. It's not like whatever. It's not like this kid just gets all the money. It goes towards the school because that's the only like right way we can do it.
Right.
Well, we got 8 men, 4 and 4. That's $800. The school gets $800, and obviously the school can
split between the 4 kids.
Yeah, and the school, so that if they pay 100, they win 100. That's 200 per kid, right?
Right.
So-
And either go towards gym membership or gym merchandise, I would assume, right?
Yeah, and that's the way we do it.
Yeah.
Like they can it the way we do it is like Davion, for example, he wants new rash guards, and he said when we design our next rash guard, the next one, I don't want to mention it on here because I don't want thieves stealing our idea. But
Is it one of the ones we talked about before?
yes,
Should be.
it's the purple and black. That's all.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the next one. Chris and I talked about it tonight. But he wants one of those. He wants the spats, the shorts, and the rash guard, and then he wants another hoodie. And he was asking if we could design a different hoodie, kind of like we did with the other stuff. And I was
We
like,
should anyway. We've
Yeah.
had that same hoodie for years.
yeah, and we are, because I'm a hoodie person, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him about making them things narrower. Most people don't like it narrower. I like my hoodies to fit kind of contour. I don't like them being super huge.
I like in between.
I just
Yeah.
want to be cozy. I like having like big cozy hoodies to wear with my leggings and
I got different hoodies depending on, I like the hoodies that are, it's like that, it's different. It's not straight cotton, but like more like the soft.
yeah, I know what
Y'all
you're
know
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about? Like, I like those hoodies too.
I don't know. My favorite hoodie are my two gray ones. They're built exactly with the same. One of them's an American Eagle, and one of them's some company made it to like advertise their food restaurant or something.
Oh, it was.
But they're both gray.
from
oyster?
Palmetto Moon. It's a Southern Marsh, I think, is what
Southern
it is, or
Marsh?
something like that.
Oh, well,
One of
I'm
those
not
hoodies.
sure.
Yeah.
But
Then like that tie-dye one I got.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he has a. You forgot about that one, didn't you? That white one, the strike hard, strike fast.
that's not
No
one of my
mercy.
favorites.
No, I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about my.
He's got a
zombie
he's got a
your
zombie
survival-
proof.
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Camp Peters.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got some good stuff, man. I really do like his survival gear stuff. Like,
Yeah.
His spats are my favorite. Those camouflage ones, favorite spats.
yeah, I enjoy his stuff too.
They don't fall off my hips.
Yeah. So, but I want our hoodie designed to where it's slimmer. I don't like the big giant fluffy hoodie because I don't feel like it. And maybe that's just a me thing because I'm a slim build anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't want to change it and then people not like our hoodies because right now everybody loves our hoodies.
Yeah.
But I don't want to deal with having a big fluffy giant hoodie. I like my hoodie to fit and be comfortable and be cozy. And I right now my Tect Center hoodie is one of my least favorites that I have.
Yeah.
It's not my least favorite. It's not the one that I hate. I got like 3 or 4 that I would choose my Tect over first. So it's not the least favorite, but it's not.
Yeah.
My favorites are gray ones. Hands down, my
I
gray
like
ones.
Tech Center, especially during the winter. This one, the ones I choose, like when I'm working out outside, like running or something. I like the Tech Center, like that big, baggy. But I get what you're saying. Like the one I was talking about, Taylor gets it like that soft. I want to say it's more like kind of like fleece, like it's thinner,
Yep.
but it's still very warm.
Okay.
It's the one that kind of leaves little fuzzies on your clothes.
Yeah, like it.
Oh yeah, that's how both my gray ones are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the outside is more like slick, kinda, and all the warmth's on the inside.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because that's how my 2 gray ones are. Those are maybe that's the way we need to go with that. Look, we just spent like 20 minutes talking about hoodies. But yeah, so you guys look out for our new gears coming.
Are you gonna new hoodie design? Are you gonna use the purple and black?
Yes.
Yes.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. 100%.
That would look good to tie-dyed.
Oh yeah, maybe. Dude.
Purple, black, and then something with it.
Make it look like gray, like a smoke, like it's coming out. That's what I want. Purple and black, like it's coming out of the clouds.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be so dope. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked about our new gear. Also, for the guys that are here listening, I'm gonna put a counter on our podcast. I'm gonna put one on the Coach Jimmy channel too, and we're doing a raffle for what kind of cup do I have? Not my Yeti cup, my other one.
Orca.
Orca, yes. We are doing a raffle for a 40-quart Orca cooler. Why? This thing's like a $500 computer. $500 cooler. And we're raffling off, and all the money that we raise is to help me get my my back fixed. All the money raised from raffling off this cooler is going to me. It's selfish reasons, I guess. I want to have my injections and follow up with all that stuff that I'm trying to do.
How much are tickets?
We haven't sat down. We're supposed to, you, me, and Taylor. That was one of the things that's on the listing for tomorrow and our meeting.
Oh, we're doing that tomorrow?
Yeah, supposed to be doing that
He
every
reminded
Friday.
me today too.
Yeah, well, we decided that.
We didn't do it.
We didn't do it because
Right.
we had to do pictures.
Well, we did pictures, and then we did this week. We was setting up for
Strange Matter.
Strange Matter. So this starts it, and we're gonna continue doing it every week.
What time? 4:30?
4:30 is what we said, right?
That was the question. I didn't
Yes,
say
it is 4:30.
Okay.
And Davion and I are getting here in the morning. We're cleaning out the laundry room and cleaning out the office. We're taking everything out of both rooms and then putting it back in there and only putting what belongs in there. We're doing that in the morning. Like, everything's coming out. So we may not be finished by class time tomorrow. I may end up just putting a barrier from the back and just not letting people come back here.
Depends on what time y'all actually get started. Y'all were supposed to do it today, wasn't y'all?
Yes, and my back locked up, and I was up all night. I couldn't even get out of bed. I thought that I had re-injured my back the way that I did in October.
Oof.
And dude, I laid down and something shifted in it. I felt it like shift, like really shift. It just moved, and it hurt so bad. But then about 30 minutes went by and it eased off, and I fell asleep. And then I went and got adjusted and had inferential and then ultrasound done today.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did these stretches that Kristen had recommended. And
Yeah, I was actually telling her about that happening, and she said that if it shifted back where it was supposed to be, then it was going to be uncomfortable because it hasn't been there for so long. And she said it's going to be uncomfortable, but she asked if you got some relief after it started calming down. And I was like, I actually think he did a little bit. I said, I think it's just uncomfortable now. So
yeah, it's not that it's my leg. My leg doesn't feel like my leg, my right leg. And I drove to Perry to go train with my coach over there. And I drove there, and like my leg, by the time I got there, I didn't feel like I had a leg on my body, on my right side. And like I stretched and did all this stuff. I couldn't even and this is the first time not since October, but first time in a while that I feel like I'm worse. Because it's just been a constant pain, and I was kind of like getting used to the constant pain. But now it's like it's unbearably uncomfortable. And I can't explain that because it feels like it's not my leg, but it hurts. So it doesn't feel like my leg, but it hurts. And that sounds stupid because it's like, how can it not feel like your leg but hurt? It's like there's nothing but pain there. It's numb with pain.
We talked about yesterday, kind of like a growing pain.
Yeah. Man, it hurts. And like I almost asked you to cover class again today, but then I forced myself to come here because I feel like movement is the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But they're telling me to do physical therapy. But then I get to the physical therapy and they're like, raise your leg. Put your leg down. Pick your knee up. Put your knee down. And they put bands between your feet and they're like, stretch the band. Put the band back. Stretch the band. And I'm just looking at them like, I got my legs like this and I'm like, this isn't doing shit, guys. Like, I'm not 100 years old. I'm an athlete. Like, I could do backflips across this fucking parking lot. It's just going to hurt really bad.
Yeah, just get the pain to go away.
Yeah. Like, this does not help me at all. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not weak. Like, when I first hurt my back, I was weak. I couldn't walk. My body wouldn't support itself. But my hip was dislocated, and I had an annular tear in my L4. So that's why I was in a bunch of pain, right? Now, it's like, I'm not weak.
Is that Spice Girls?
It is. He has the best playlist going right now. I don't know if y'all
have no
noticed
idea.
or not, but I'm over here singing
No,
while
no.
he's.
We can't play that over the air. I actually changed it. I was playing stream beats, and so they could hear.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got worried that the music would overwhelm us.
Yeah.
So I just muted it, and then I played it in the background for us to give us some energy. Because when it's just us sitting in a room talking without music playing, we kind of just like get doled out, and like we don't get that energy. So I figured if we played the playlist.
I got you. I just ain't heard that song in forever.
I'm about
I
to
love
sneeze.
this song. So no one else can hear this song?
Nope.
I'm very thankful you did not switch to me while I'm over
Oh,
here
I did
singing.
twice.
No, you didn't.
Yep. I had her
Get-
bob in her head and everything.
Interrupt you a little bit. You were talking about physical therapy and stuff, but I was going to say, like, my back locked up yesterday, but not the same problem as you. Like, mine was from working out. What Caleb had me do, we superset at reverse hypers, which you remember what those are.
Yeah.
Where you're raising your legs up behind you.
Yeah.
With back extension. So the opposite. So we're doing reverse hoppers with the legs. Then he got a new back extension machine where you can do your obliques and do your back extension. So we superset them, which means one after the other. And I got off the back extension machine, and I went to sit down to
And you
rest.
cramped.
It wasn't even a cramp. It didn't even hurt. My back just like locked up where I couldn't move, and it just went numb. And I was like, I went to sit down. I'm like, no, I got to do something. I got to stretch. I got to. This isn't right. Like, I can't move. So I had
Almost
to do.
like a panic. Like,
Yes. Like, I can't describe it. Like, it wasn't painful. It's just my back kind of like seized up, and I just felt trapped.
What would you tell somebody that's like wanting to get in shape and that's doing stuff like that when something like that happens? Like, how would you tell the world, like, hey, this happens, this is part of working out? How do you get through that? Like, what's the mindset on that? Because I don't work out.
So it's kind of
Like
like
that.
a cramp. And sometimes you just gotta, it depends on what the issue is. Like me, I did a dead hang, like just jumped up on a pull-up bar and let my lower back stretch a little bit, and then got on the foam roller. And I didn't really like roll on it. I just laid for lumbar support and just laid on it to stretch a little bit
Okay.
for that particular thing, because it wasn't hurting. It was just seized up, kind of like locked up, and I didn't feel mobile. I just felt trapped. But like with a cramp, depending on where your cramp is, you just got to wait it out or walk it off.
Dude, I've had 4 people tell me to go get acupuncture for my back and my leg, like within the last 3 days. And I had acupuncture. When was it, Taylor? When did I have acupuncture?
November, December, I think, of last year. But you did not have acupuncture for your back.
That's what
You
I was
did it,
fixing to
yeah.
say. I had it for, I had like stomach issues, and I was not able to eat certain things.
He was damp.
Yeah. Say that again. Damp.
Damp.
The lady that did
He
it.
told him.
Yeah, the lady said that the reason I'm having sinus infections and ear infections and all this different stuff all at one time is that my body was damp. And I said, what do you mean damp? She said, well, your stomach gets swampy, and the bacteria, you have a certain amount of good bacteria and like bad bacteria in your stomach. And there was more, the bad bacteria in my stomach was outnumbering the good bacteria, which made me swampy.
Dude, I can fix that without acupuncture. Just drink some magnesium citrate. An hour and a half, you're going to be good.
Ugh.
Problem solved.
His swampy stomach was making him damp. Ugh.
It sounds horrible, don't it?
Terrible.
But guys, when I tell you, I did the acupuncture, and
It
when's the-
dried you out.
when's the last time, I still have sinuses. My sinuses still suck, but when's the last time I complained about my stomach?
30 minutes ago.
Boom.
It
mic
is
drop.
true though.
That is true. But no, I'm talking about the burning
The
and
dampness.
the ulcers
He's
and
not swampy anymore.
the ulcers and all that good stuff. Like it's the things it's the stuff I've always had, which I'm used to.
I do. I'm an advocate for acupuncture. I really do think that it works. And I have also been trying to get you to do acupuncture, but some people don't listen to their significant others.
I've never done acupuncture, but I'm not against it. Like I
wasn't against it either. I tried it, and
yeah.
and it did help. Honestly, I have to admit it did help. But man, there was a couple of needles that they put in me that was super like uncomfortable, and I know when they start working on my lower back and my leg, it's gonna hurt. It's not just gonna be uncomfortable.
The one thing about acupuncture, depending on what part of my body, nothing on my face, man. I can't have no needles in my nose or nothing like that. Not happening.
Dude, I had them like here, like across here. I had them in my chest. She had them all the way down into my ankles. And she was like, we're going to do your sinuses and your stomach. And when you come back, we're going to do your back. And I was like, well, I'll come here for my back. She said, yeah, but if I try to treat you for your back, your immune system's working overtime for your sinuses and working overtime for your stomach and your sinuses, and it's not going to help you a whole lot because you still have inflammation. You have all this other stuff. And I was like, I don't know. It sounds like, to me, it sounded like David. She was just like, yeah, you're swampy. Yeah, you're just this. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to stick some needles in you and it's going to relax you. Here's where I think it actually helps. See, I don't know. What she was telling me may be 100% true. But I have a theory.
Oh, Lord.
What? We can't hear you when your mouth is not near the microphone. What'd you say?
Let's hear your theory.
She said, oh, Lord. That's what she said.
I do not talk like that.
I'm not talking like that. That's what she said. All right, so here's my theory. Owie. Stop it. Keep your hands to yourself. No, here's what
Don't touch me there. This is my safety square.
No square, baby.
Safety square.
No.
So you guys done? No, so here's my theory. And you guys can correct me if you want, or just tell me I'm a nut or whatever. When you get like overwork your muscles, when you have things going on with your muscles and things like that, you build fascia up, like you have a build up like over your muscles. You get knots in your muscles, things like that. When you take the needle and poke it into one of those knots, it causes injury, but a slight injury in that muscle where that knot is, and your body starts focusing on your natural healing process, starts focusing and says, hey, this knot isn't supposed to be here, and it starts healing. Whereas before, it just keeps building and building to it, like laying a layer of, like if you skin your arm, you ever seen people that have the raised scars?
Mm-hmm.
Those raised scars is because the body keeps healing over and healing over and healing over. I think the muscles knotting up, it's because they're tight and they're knotting up. When you poke it with that needle, it tells the body, hey, this isn't healing right, and it's like a reset. Obviously, that's not scientific, but I think the body starts focusing on trying to heal it the right way. I think that's where acupuncture is like most beneficial. I think that it tells the body like, hey, we need to reset this sensory or reset this or heal here, because it is actually causing a break in the skin, and it is actually telling your body to heal there. Like, because you're breaking the skin and your body has to heal that puncture. So that's my theory.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't think as deeply as you. I see acupuncture the same as like cupping with the heat.
Oh, I want to do that.
I want to do that too.
I want that.
Chiropractor, all the stuff. I see it as recovery, like sauna, steam sauna, ice bath. Listen, I don't need to know the science. From before and after, do I feel better? Do I feel like my body's improved? All I need to know. That's it.
What do you guys in the comments think? Let me know. Let me know what you think, guys, about acupuncture, cupping, even chiropractic care. Do you believe in it? Do you not believe in it? And this is a good segue to our sponsor, Beard and Chiropractic Care. It's the only guy in town that can straighten a preacher out. He sponsors our show. He sponsors the SMI tournament. He looks out for us and our team here.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
Bam will be there tomorrow. If you guys want to see Bam in his majestic form of everyday street clothes, he'll be at Beard and Chiropractic Care in Eastman, Georgia.
Guards.
Around 10 or 11, somewhere around in there.
11.
Like, potato. It's all, time's all relevant, right? I'm never on time anywhere, guys.
I saw a video on Snapchat, but a lot of people copy like their TikTok videos over. So I think it was originally TikTok where you can do like the cupping at home, like a home cupping deal. You just get a glass jar or cup, like wine glass, whatever. You get a tea light candle, light it wherever on your body, and put the glass over it. It will smother it and it will suck your skin up.
It sounds like a good way to get burnt to me.
You're putting fire on anyway doing cupping.
But the fire is inside the cup.
Same thing. It's a tea light candle. It has like a base. It's sitting on you.
Oh, you're talking about the little metal bottom with the wax. Okay.
You set that on your body somewhere, then cover it with that glass. It will make it go out. The heat will suck up your skin.
Yeah. I see that. I could get down with that. I thought you were talking about like
actual candle with the wax.
With like a tea light candle like that you have to hold and stick.
Oh, you're talking about a candlestick.
That. See, I had me confused for a second, man. You can't be using big words around me, bro.
Tea light's not that big.
$5 words.
Tea light literally means small, like tea light.
Tea light. Y'all ever heard of a word named tea light? Tea light? I've never heard.
That's what those candles are called. Am I wrong?
No, that's right.
Are you sure?
He gets on to me about $5 words too.
My dad did that.
I enjoy learning new words and stuff. I just never heard that term before. Maybe it's a redneck term. We don't know.
You go buy candles at Walmart. A pack of these, like a 10-pack of them, it says tea light candles.
So y'all be buying them expensive tea light candles. Mine don't say nothing. It just says candles.
You don't buy candles.
I have bought a bunch of those candles, though. I used to have a dragon that you put the candle inside the dragon, and then it heats up through his nose, and it heats a hot plate, and you put little wax and stuff in it, and it would the heat would travel and heat that up, melt it, and make it smell good. It was a dragon with big wings, and
it have a heat bulb in it. You actually use the candle.
It was you put
the candle heated.
No, you put the little metal candle underneath it.
Tea light.
That candle underneath it, and then the heat from the candle would come up through the dragon, and it would the bowl you could take off and clean it, right? But you set the bowl there, and that the breath of the dragon, the heat coming up through the dragon, would make that metal bowl hot, and it would melt wax to make the house smell good.
Right, and I get that.
I bought packs of them. You could get like a pack of 100 at Walmart. It just says candles. It's literally like a big ass plastic bag of those candles, and it just says candles.
It says tea light candles.
It just says candles.
I feel like we need to go and check out the candles at Walmart now.
Now you're talking about something I was doing years ago. So
now
Mandela effect. They used to. They changed.
No. I'm not saying that. I still think I'm right about this because you got the good ones, and then you got the little they had some that was in boxes and all pretty and like orderly.
No, I'm talking about.
And then you got the big plastic bag of
these
candles.
Bags, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know.
Segway, you're talking about melting the wax. I got a couple of those at my house, but it's just like one you plug in with the heat
bulbs. Yeah.
Let me tell you, you bump one of them things when it's on. That is the biggest mess ever. Because when that wax spills,
It sticks.
It solidifies and it sticks wherever you spilled it on.
But see, mine was real small cubes, and when it melts and it's done, you can just keep relighting a candle underneath it and reburning it
using
and
the
not
wax.
putting more in there.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
if
thing.
you bump it,
That's
the liquefied wax comes out and.
Well, I'm saying it
solidifies.
was never even close to being able to come out. Y'all must have had some big wax cubes or something.
No, bumped it hard.
Oh, just knock the whole thing over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
gotcha.
you bump it.
Never done that.
Yeah, I had to actually get the lighter, like the bathroom counter.
And burn it
And-
off.
Yes. Remilled it on the bathroom counter.
Wow.
That's
And
Hey.
it's wax, so it didn't burn the counter. It just remilled the wax.
wiped it off. My man's a genius.
But I did not like it.
We don't use wax burners anymore. The only thing we have in our house now is essential oil diffusers.
I love
That's all
them.
we use now.
I absolutely love those things.
I like candles. I'm old fashioned. Like I
I
legit.
love
I like
candles.
But the wax ones, they last a lot longer.
Yep. I love a good candle. I have one that I light every once in a while if he's not going to be in the house or something. If he's going to be at home, then I have to be careful and only light like vanilla candles or like cotton linen candles, something like that. It can't be too fragrancy.
See, I like the outdoor smell candles. That's what I
Me
do.
too.
Yes, like the teak wood.
Yes.
Yes.
See, those are fun. I like natural smells. Even strawberry. I like strawberry. She's not a fan of strawberry, but I'm not a fan of vanilla
I'm not either.
I'm not a fan of that. But the reason that she has to like not have the perfume scented candles or the scented that smells like perfume or
Yeah.
whatever, man, it stops me up immediately. It's like there's something in that fragrance that just closes my nose and makes my eyes like get dry and itchy. It's like I'm allergic to it or something. And
I'm like that with like Febreze, like stuff like that, like air fresheners. Makes me just sneeze.
see, I'm not like that with Febreze unless it has like the aroma booster in it or like that it's like a certain fragrance that they put in things to try to make it smell like spring or
Yeah.
like it is clearly not spring. It's like a perfume.
Right.
I don't like
It just makes me sneeze. I don't stop over and I just sneeze.
ladies perfume in the store where they spray that stuff and everything. Man, that eats me up. I can't do it. I don't like it. Anyway, what were we talking about? I love the diffusers. I put peppermint in them or eucalyptus. Is that one we use? We use peppermint or spearmint. I like those too.
We have a redwood berry, I think is the name of it, that we use now too.
Yeah, I like those. I like those a
I
lot.
start putting them in my bath because I use what is it? I just lost it. Starts with a T.
Tea tree oil?
That. I put tea tree oil because rolling around the mat and stuff, tea tree oil is for
Yeah.
your skin.
Yeah.
And they sell like variety packs that has tea tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the other stuff, so I try it every now and then.
I like the tea tree oil because like that's what kills off like ringworm,
Right.
the bacteria. That's literally the active ingredient in that's the active ingredient in
Defense soap and stuff.
defense soap. Yeah, that's exactly
So
what I was thinking.
I actually used to add tea tree oil to like my shampoo and like my body wash and stuff. Now they actually make it. You can buy it with tea tree oil.
Yeah, I got a pump sprayer. I found it. A shampoo with tea tree oil and bamboo and some of that stuff. That's my favorite.
But I'll get the essential oil and just drop a few drops in my bath.
Nice. I don't have a bathtub. I have 2 showers now. I'm sad about it because I absolutely miss taking ice baths like normally at home.
See, I do ice baths. I have my outdoor. I do that outdoors.
I just do it in the bathroom, or I used to. I don't anymore. And then one of the big things that I absolutely miss is
Salt bath.
yeah, Epsom salt baths.
That's what I do. I do Epsom salt with the tea tree oil.
Yeah, dude, or the spearmint. Is that what it is?
I don't have spearmint. I have peppermint.
Yeah.
But I usually do tea tree oil in either eucalyptus or lavender.
I'm not a fan of lavender, the smell. I'm not a fan of that, but I am a fan of the spearmint Epsom salt. It's like Dr. Scholl's spearmint, whatever. It don't last me long though because it's like 3 baths.
Yeah.
I've dumped that bag in there.
Well, if you go by the instructions, like it is like 3. You're supposed to do like 2 cups or something like that.
Yeah, and the bags aren't that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see if I can order that stuff in bulk.
Yeah, we do.
Just have a garbage can beside the tub and just.
Dude, I wish we had somebody. I wish we had somebody that was like super creative here, because I want to set up in the front of the gym. I want to set up a place that I can just sell like rash guards, spats, gis, just have it all set up along with the coffee and the water, and have all of that up front with our PC and stuff. Just have it set up to where people can just look at it and get it without it looking like we just got a bunch of shit just stuffed in a corner.
If we did that, we'd have to change sides because that little corner that all the stuff's in won't fit all of that. And I think the corner where the parents sit is bigger.
But there's no electricity over there at all.
Yeah, all of that won't
to
fit in that corner.
But it's easy to set up like that. All you gotta do is what you would have is like the cubby that we have downstairs. You'd have that behind the counter. And then you ever been to like the stores like FYE or Spencer's where they have just a shirt where you can see the design on the wall?
Yeah.
You would have those up like in squares, not the whole shirt, but you have it folded where they can just see the front, like the design. And then they say like, I want that one. Then you had the size in the cubby.
So my buddy David has he just bought this $10,000 machine to like cut out stuff out of wood and stuff. What's it called? CNC machine. And he's wanting to put some of his stuff up in the gym in the corner where we got Coach Greer's stuff. He's wanting to put some of that stuff up there for sale.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good time to get like some shelves and stuff built and then screw those to it and then paint it and set up a corner to sell stuff. And I could literally just get some electrical conduit and run it along the wall and run outlets over there. But we need to do something like that. I think that would make it look more professional. And not only that, it'll give us like a setup of like stuff that we like for people that come in to buy that will represent our school and promote our brand. But I wish we had somebody that was creative that could come up with like a way to make that look good and keep it uniform to where the parents still can sit. I don't want to be one of those schools that don't allow the parents to come in and watch class. And obviously we've had to have talks with some of the parents like, hey, all these are our kids. Like we're all on the same team and stuff. But and I would rather have to have those talks with the parents and I'll keep allowing them to be in here than to tell them they're not allowed while it's going on because of the competitiveness. I think a certain level of competitiveness is healthy.
Yeah.
Might just have to move them to the back. Move seating to the back.
To this back side. There's not enough room, and then it's in front of the bathroom.
I mean,
that's definitely like it's even smaller on this side. We have 10 feet on the front and 8 on the back.
Yeah, I mean, you only have so much space.
Yeah, you can't fit everything.
Yeah, I know that. And that brings me to the other thing is like, I really wish we could have got that building over there where they're storing pine straw in it right now. But I really wish we could have gotten that building. But part of me is glad that we didn't because of the AC issue and how hot it's been this summer already.
Yeah.
But
what if we get the old Piggly Wiggly building?
Dude, are you talking about the cash savers?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That would be nuts. Could you imagine, like, we'd have a track. We would have everything. I'd have a damn basketball goal in the back. Like, we'd have a whole corner for playing basketball. We would. I would, man, that would turn it into, like, I wouldn't leave there. The kids would probably get tired of me.
You would just hang out there.
Yeah. I would love it. We'd have a frisbee section just to come play frisbee.
Just all kind of sports. Put a pickleball court in there. I say that because it's smaller than tennis court.
Yeah. Nah, man, dude. All jokes aside, I really want to build a fitness area for our kids to be able to not necessarily lift, but do mobility exercises with weights and stuff.
Right.
Especially for our serious competitors, so they're not having to go somewhere else.
I forgot to mention it, not thinking Saturday morning, seeing who wants to go and do some cross training at the track.
Nate Kaysen, the guy that's been doing all of our social media stuff, the guy that's helped me set this up so it don't lag,
right,
and everything, he is coming Friday night, and then Saturday morning we are doing all the recording and all the stuff that like all the recording Saturday morning for our next reels and things like that for Instagram.
And say some B-reel, come record them doing some cross training at the track.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I don't want to set the precedent though. That's something that we do normally. Do you think that would mislead people into thinking that we do that normally? I don't mind going to the track and stuff, but the thing for me is time.
Yeah.
Trying to do a podcast, trying to do the Coach Jimmy channel, which I haven't done. I haven't done the Coach Jimmy channel. I deleted 23 videos that I worked on. It took me 5 months. Let's see. I was posting 2 videos a week for like 5 months. I deleted all of them, but like 6. And then turned around because I was just going through something mentally. I got hurt and I was like, this isn't working. And then when I deleted them, I deleted a lot of my subscribers. I didn't know that it worked that way. So, but I want to start doing that channel back. I'm going to remake a lot of those videos because I understand editing a little bit better. And I have Nate to kind of pull on a little bit. I can say, hey, Nate, what do you think? Just give me ideas and things like that to help me with the thumbnails and stuff. But, so I got him. I want to start back doing that channel. So when I'm doing the podcast every Thursday, then we're doing the Coach Jimmy and posting those twice a week, Tuesday, Thursdays. That's gonna take up a lot of my time, and then I'm definitely trying to make sure that we're doing the competitor thing and making sure we're there for the competitors.
Yeah. So would you want to be there if we went to a track? We can wait and do that next Saturday.
No, I don't have to be there. I do have to have somebody here to drill on and stuff. Every time I use Taylor, I get accused of being a pedo or a woman beater. She just looks at me. Nothing. In the comments, I get told when I used Wyatt, it was like that's gay. Oh, you little gay, huh? And like everybody was giving me gay comments. Then when I was using Taylor, it was like, you're beating up on a woman. You're a pedo. You're this. And I'm like, really? Like, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you dumbasses.
Why don't you have Taylor do it to you?
Like, keep commenting. Like,
that video got a lot of traction. The one with me throwing him. People loved that video. Loved that video.
The video that got the most attention was the guard pass that I did on her. And then the next video that got the most attention was the back take.
Was either of those the hashtag submissions?
Dude, the one that got me shadow banned was hashtag submission. And it got me shadow banned on Instagram. And I haven't come out of that yet. Like, I've called them, talked to them, and they were like, you're not shadow banned. But all of my videos was getting around 16K views. All of them. Like, there's like 6 in a row that's 15K. And then they went to 120. And they're like, you're not shadow banned? I'm like, yes, I am. And then one guy was like, oh, you used hashtag sub and hashtag submission, you're not allowed to do that. That's why the hashtags are shadow banned. So I went in and removed them. He said it should clear it up in a couple of days, and it hasn't. I think the biggest video I've posted since then is like 2,000 views from like 15. But the video, that video, it got a lot. It also got reported a lot. Then we got shadow banned because Kristen, she's responsible for making our post for our pictures and like a daily post, like a funny daily post. And she posted, it was a guy driving his car. And I was like, leaving my 9 to 5 to go choke people in a padded room. It got reported and they shadow banned us for that. It was ridiculous.
That's stupid.
People are soft, bro. People are so soft. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing Nate this weekend and getting those videos done and up.
What the hell is that?
Where?
And sticking the USB. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the new. It's right here is what he's talking about, guys. This is the wireless Wi-Fi. It was plugged underneath the table, but when we brought everything back, I haven't run the Cat 5 or the Cat 6 cable from the box, and this is closer to the box than underneath the table. So we hooked it there to see if we got better internet, and we've had an excellent connection the entire time. So I gotta buy another one of these, just like it, because it is a 3.1. I may be mistaken. It might be 3.0, but I think it's 3.1 USB connection. Pretty sure it's 3.1. And every one of those USBs there are 3.1. They're separate. They have separate bus boards. It's not the same bus, which means like usually USB things like that share a bus, which means you can't put like 2 different cameras on it or whatever. If I hooked like a Logitech camera to it and then hooked another Logitech camera, it would be saying it's the same camera because it would be on the same bus. But each one of those, you can turn them off and on. See, if I click it, y'all can't see it on the... But I can hold it down. See, all those are off now. And then I can plug something into it and turn it on. Now it's on. So this one's on and all these are off. Okay. Like, they each have their own separate bus. That little thing's cool. So it's just like having it plugged directly into the board. Which is supposed to be better up here because it's closer, and judging from our connection, it has been way better.
I had to disconnect from the internet earlier from my phone because it wasn't connecting good downstairs.
Yeah, I actually been having trouble with that box, and I looked it up, and that box is the newer box that MediaStream has, but they've been having a lot of trouble with those boxes with the Wi-Fi side of it, which is our tablet keeps disconnecting. Yeah. So it's like disconnecting from the internet and messing our music up, and that's what we vibe to when we choke each other. So I actually have to call them and get them to bring me another router / whatever. I'm actually thinking of getting a cord and getting just a Wi-Fi router, like a gaming router, and putting it downstairs on top of the sauna, and that way we can have it's running from this one, but we can have another boosted signal downstairs. I think that's the way to go.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's enough tech talk. People don't like to hear that from me. I actually thought about doing a channel of all the different projects and stuff, like how I did the cameras, how I set this up, and explaining the difference between the different technologies and stuff, just to see if people are interested in it. But then I was like, I want to kind of revolve it around what my profession is, not my hobbies.
I thought about starting my own pressure washing business and then record myself pressure washing, because what's it called? ASMR? Like videos? Like you see people pressure washing? I mean, them things get all kind of views.
They do. They get a lot. And it's like all you're doing is like knocking a roll of dirt off.
That's it.
Knocking a roll of dirt off. And people just sit there and watch that shit like that. It's like it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I see that and I'm listening and I'm like, swipe. I'm swiping left on it, I guess.
I get mad. They did one of like ASMR, but it makes you mad. So it would be pressure washing.
And they don't finish or
They don't
something?
finish. And I'm like, go back.
Where's part 2? I gotta find part 2.
But that's how you actually get business, because I looked it up. Like, if you demonstrate it, you clean something that's right, that they see every day, right in their eyesight. That way they got one clean spot they have to see.
Oh.
And they'll call you back.
You just come out there and like say, let me show you. And then just messed up their driveway.
And then we're like, and nowadays it's got one clean spot that's broad daylight right there.
I would just be like, hey, dude, write my name and then leave. Nah, I'm just kidding. Taylor looks tired. You tired?
A little.
I'm actually getting tired too.
Yeah.
We've been on here about...
It's exactly 1 hour.
Yep.
That's what I figured. All right, so if you guys are interested in seeing a quintet from SMI,
That'd be good.
I think it's going to be good. I want to reach out to Storm and ask him about it. Because I think that's gonna be cool. I think that will be our next one, and that's it. Just that. We might do a couple one-offs after the fact, but just run that, and that's it. And then I want to start talking to the school owners around here and doing trials, and then making it like a big deal with the kids. You have to do the trials to come here, and then do like 2 days of competition from the kids that win the trials or the kids that we pick from the trials. Like, I legit want to do that, and I think that if we can get other schools on board, Nate and I, you would have to make time for one-offs. Yeah, for sure. I want to do a couple of one-offs that day too, but after the fact. But I think that's something that I think would be really cool is like between Nate and I, we're going to set up a kit. It's a streaming kit to where we can just go to these other schools, open it up, set it on the counter, and it's ready to go. And I'm going to ask my buddy David, or I'm going to set up my CNC machine. I got one. I just had never set it up because I don't have like a big garage to set it up. But I'm going to set that thing up and build a charging station for all of our stuff. So you just plug the box in and it charges everything. And it's going to stay on this table over here. But when I go somewhere, all I have to do is unplug it, roll the cable up, stick it inside, shut the top, take it. I have all my camera batteries, all my light batteries. It has all that stuff. Then we're going to have a kit for the 2 monitors, keyboard, mouse, the computer. We're just going to have it all set up to where all we have to do is like unplug this, set it in there, plug it up, close it, and then all we have to do is plug that in and plug it into Wi-Fi and electricity and start streaming. And like we could just do everything we need to do here as far as the brackets and stuff. And when we go there, we'll have it all at our fingertips, and it won't take so long to set up. Like that literally what I'm going to be researching and doing this week. Trying to make that better. And we got these 4 cameras. We got my camera, my gimbal. We have Nate's camera and gimbal. I'm going to make it to where it's easy to travel with. It doesn't take up a bunch of room. I just got to figure out what that looks like. And that's my goal, is to be like, hey, Storm, do you want to run one at your school? I've never been in. I don't know how big his school is. But I know Brian's is big enough and they're partners. So I could go to Brian and be like, hey, we want to run SMI at your school for kids. And just set up right there in the down on the edge and commentate and hook it up and shout out to their school for letting us use it. And then the winner of that and maybe a kid that impressed us, we can just give them the invite for the actual tournament that's going to take place. And then we can run it and give them their own little cards with their stats, like what tournament they won to get in there, what they wanted us to tell their fans, their Instagram page, whatever. Yeah. You know, I think that's going to be really cool. Yeah, and giving them and the time for the one-offs and stuff, dude. We literally had so much time, and we run it smooth this time, and it was still hard for me because trying to match the walkouts and match all that stuff, Like it was tough, but it's gonna get easier the more I do it.
Yeah.
So that's our goal anyway. And we're gonna have to take Bam Bam with us and hijack him to be our bracket setter every time.
You get me, instead of like the little microphone you hand me, give me one of the little headsets with the flip down mic.
Dude, I got you. I got one that'll work perfect.
Yeah, you hook to your hip, I can just flip it down, tell you, and
Well, the one that I have, it has a button, and you just push the button, and when you push the button, it's muted. When you, like, it's a click button.
Yeah.
When you unclick it, and it's big. It's the only button on the left side. Click,
There you go.
it's wireless, and it has a box that looks like the Stream Deck, and it looks just like the Stream Deck. So we can run everything through that, so you can hear what we're saying. When you unclick it, we'll be able to hear what you're saying.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just have your headset on. And then you can hear the things that I'm calling for in the microphone to tell our kids when they're competing.
Yeah. Then I can add that to like my resume, like director of events or producer or
Yeah,
something, whatever.
because you are. Dude, Strange Matter would not have run without you. And we wouldn't have had the good camera angles and stuff without Taylor. Like,
Cinematography on your resume.
yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Her camera and stuff looked awesome. Like, and then Nate, the way we had two angles, I figured it out about halfway through. Nate was getting a close up of them, and as soon as they passed Nate, I'd switch to her camera, and then they'd run up to the camera. It was so cool. Like, I think that we have something special here. It's just gonna get better.
Gotcha. Well, I'm about ready to sign
I'm off too, guys. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining us at Tech Talk. We got a quintet coming up, I think. We got to talk to the other school owner. I'm excited about doing this. I've never done anything like this one. And then after that, we're going to start talking to these other schools and trying to get our set up so we can do qualifiers for, you know, the future SMIs, and we're going to make it bigger and make it more special for these kids. That's the goal. So if you guys got any suggestions, hit us up in the comments. Like, follow us, like, subscribe, just talk to us, communicate with us, and let us know something that you want to see. Let us know what you loved about it, what you didn't love about it, what you want to see us to try to make better, because that's what our goal is to make grappling tournaments special for kids too, and just make it to where they can build their brand to when they do go to grappling with these adult tournaments. Tune in next time. We're here 9:15 every Thursday. If we miss Thursday, it's because we got something else going on, but we usually don't miss Thursdays. Usually we start around 9:15. We get up here around 9:15. We usually get started around 9:30. But anyway, guys, that's Tech Talk for today. Mention our sponsor one more time. It's Beard and Chiropractic Care in Eastman, Georgia. He's a chiropractor. He literally helps all of our athletes out. He's really good for athletes. And I mean, most of his clientele is not athletes, so he's good for any and all. So go check out Beard and Chiropractic Care for your chiropractic need. Also, if you guys are looking to sponsor our next SMI, or if you're looking to be a sponsor of the show, hit me up. And last but not least, we are raffling off and auctioning off a cooler. It is that thing's like a $400-$500 cooler. It's an Orca cooler. It's one of the biggest ones they make. We're raffling that thing off. We're going to be raffling off at, hopefully, I haven't talked to Steven about it yet, but hopefully at the seminar, we're going to be selling raffle tickets there. We're going to be selling raffle tickets at our 7-year anniversary party. And when we sell at those two events, the next SMI, we're going to actually give it away to somebody that day. So somebody that's there, you don't have to be present if you got enough tickets. Whoever we draw, that's who wins it. You know, they just got to come to the gym and pick it up. But that is to raise money to help me get the injections and the surgery and things that I need for my back. So it's for me. So if you guys want to help me out, help me get back on the mat, get me back training, and get me back in action, and so you guys get to see me at least do a couple more competitions and things like that, buy the dang cooler, buy raffle tickets, help me out, please. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Peace. That's Bam signing off. And Taylor signing off. We're going to go get something to eat and get into bed. You guys have an amazing night. Peace.